Okay, I've been researching Atlantis for a while here, and you know it's very interesting. And Plato has some extremely detailed information about it. Now, this is a similar representation. I don't know if it's exact, but it's similar, and he gives the dimensions 9,000 kilometers and so forth, and it's like 25 miles across, that type of thing. It appears to me. Now, that's what Plato is showing in his documentation as representing Atlantis. Now, if you look at this, this is the eye of the Sahara. Now, this is in the Sahara, so it's not in the ocean, but I think it was. And here's my evidence. I'm going to show you why. If you look at this, it's you know, there's all kinds of detail in here that would indicate that it wasn't just blown in from sand. Now, look at this. This is interesting. Now, this is from outer space, and obviously this is the world, and this is that structure right here. Now, I find this extremely curious, that everything flows around it and then flows over the top of this structure here and then out. It looks like it's running, this looks like water. And this looks like a big gouge through whatever this was here. Now, I'm saying that the Sahara was a desert. I mean, is a desert now, but it was an ocean 5,000 years ago. They know this. And how would it become a desert now? Well, it drained. The damn thing drained. It didn't just dry up. It drained. That's my take on it. So that's what I'm looking at. And if you look at this in the topography, look, this is where this was all at one point, I believe, one big lake or ocean, or however you want to call it. And if you look right over here, this is where that crack is. Right over here is where that eye of the Sahara is. And you know, you don't have to be a genius to see that this thing is draining off of there. Whatever was there broke and drained. It's pretty damn obvious to me. Now, look at over here. Follow this over, because now we're going to get into history. And the history of this is the Ethiopians over here said that these people came as refugees from the West out of the mud and they helped them and took care of them and then settled them up in Egypt as the pharaohs. And the two of them were linked inextricably for years and years and years as buddies, trading partners, you know, cultures. They literally say that Ethiopia created Egypt in the ancient texts. And I go by the ancient texts because the ancient texts were written with meticulous care by the observers, not by people later. So, oh, they must have meant this, they should have meant that, couldn't be this, couldn't be that. Well, that's the kind of people we have now, interpreting everything. And they don't understand that these things are real. And they don't understand that giants are real. And I have giants. I have giants. They're absolutely real. DNA proven, CAT scanned. I have them for examination. They won't even look at them because they're scared of what reality is. They have their own constructed reality, and that's what they're going to stick with. So anyway, I'm going to show you the rest of my evidence, but it seems pretty clear to me. Atlantis was here, and in front of that big gouge, it looks to me like the pillars of Hercules might have been there somehow, constructed of actual pillars. I have no clue. This was always accepted as the pillars of Hercules. It might be. I have no idea. But nobody's been able to put Atlantis out here anyway, because they always said it was on the other side of the pillars of Hercules. Now, if this was just cutting close to the inside and Atlantis was just outside of the bowl, that would account for them being outside of the pillars of Hercules. Don't have to be right there. Anyway, a lot of stuff to consider.